all day, and it's been good luck for me. So
We're gonna go live, and I'm not gonna be.
we're live now. What's going on, guys? So we're the California Hillbillies again. Today we're gonna take a different approach. To be honest with you guys, we decided to try something new. Where did you buy this product from?
I don't even fucking remember. I bought it online, so I think so in my memory.
Was it the Northerner? Okay. Well, anyway, we bought Siberia, and we put Outlaw to the test. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Change the lighting here a little bit.
Oh, that's better.
There we go.
That works.
All right. So we put Outlaw's money, or his mouth where his money was, and we saw how many we could do before we puked.
Did not go well.
No, well, at least for you two.
Yeah,
I got two in my my lip, and
you smoke the process of it.
fair enough. How many did you do?
We did 3.
If she tried to keep up with
Three.
the senior fucking chewer.
Dude, my old man did 3 and it didn't even affect him. He was like, holy crap, 4? Oh, he went for 4. I'm sorry, 4.
You went.
And if for those of you who don't know, this amazing, I have a sticker on mine, but I have it too. Let's peel this off real quick. Let's get rid of the stupid warning label because, yeah, this is, yeah, there you go. 43 milligrams of nicotine per pouch.
It is
So-
a tiny fucking pouch.
Yeah. So for those of you who are not very quick at math, we'll start with 3 is 129. I only have that memorized because that's how much I did. So somebody quickly add 43 more milligrams. And that's how much the old man did.
129?
Yeah, 129 plus 43. What is that? 172 milligrams of nicotine. And my dad sat there like nothing had ever happened to him. Keep in mind, he was also more than a 6-pack deep. Like, I thought that was in my favor. I had a few beers,
I
and
honestly-
nope.
Yeah, I believe that was your
Bad
guys'
idea.
downfall. Is you
Bad
guys were
idea.
drinking. I had literally just come from work.
I was still
And-
sober.
We had one buddy that had never dipped in his life. Did it? He made it on
2
one pouch for a little while, and then jumped up to 2, and it was immediate, like 10 seconds. And it was like, "Bleh, I'm done."
Start spinning.
Tried to calm down. He had to go in the house. It was over. He was painting the porcelain.
And then we had one friend who didn't even want to try it because he's a little girl. Sorry, Clayton.
Yeah, he didn't show tonight. Surprise, surprise. Didn't show for the review. Didn't show for this review. So
Brandon had a little bit of car issues, and then Clayton decided not to show up. But we don't blame Brandon. We blame Clayton.
in the spirit, it's kicking in. I mean, so I've been doing this regularly now. It's definitely a good if you're stressed out. Definitely bring you down. I mean, one numbs me pretty decently. Gives me about a good half an hour, 45 minutes, and I'm good to go.
I have one complaint about it, though. It was actually
It's supposed to be snus, by the way, but I definitely still salivate. I don't, anybody else that's ever tried it.
I have the same effect with all stills tobacco. With the amount that I drive, I buy the fucking skull.
I was watching a review on it the day after we had tried doing it, how many we could before we puke. And the guy said that the nicotine kicks in before the flavor, and the nicotine lasts longer than the flavor also.
Definitely
And,
does.
and
I'm not a
I feel
fan-
like that's like nailing it on the head right there.
Oh, it is, dude, for sure. I'm not a big fan of the flavor itself once you get to that point. It definitely has a very minty smell, like super strong to the point where you don't even think it's mint. It
Smells like paint thinner.
Yeah, and my dad smelled gas when I opened the can. I smelled paint lacquer when I opened it. I was like, damn, okay. He smells pure mint, so good for him, I guess. Bad for me. But yeah, it's definitely a calmer. Definitely a
It gives me a
calmer.
headache, especially since I don't dip that often. It just
I'm a good headache. Like
I get a headache every now and then.
As a smoker, I don't feel anything. I throw one or two in while I'm driving and smoke while I'm
I was going to ask, did you still smoke?
I mean, I've been dipping for how long? 26. I've been dipping for 7 years off and on.
fucking old man.
Yeah, I know.
First time
Gotta get
trying
old.
it, not too bad.
I mean, again, I got goaded into trying to keep up with my dad. If I'd have just stayed at 1 or 2, probably would have been great. My dad was like, "Let's do 3." 3 was the nail in the coffin, I guess.
Yeah. And then you also kept getting up though.
Yeah,
you were dizzy.
It's definitely one of those things. Like it's almost a nicotine version of being drunk. And on top of the fact that I already had a couple of beers, should not have been moving around. I kept trying to get stuff for people, and I finally sat down and I went into Spin World. I had to throw them out. I probably had 3 in for a good 10 minutes, and then the only way to come down was getting rid of it all.
It takes about 5 minutes for the nicotine to fully take effect.
Yeah, it definitely does. But I mean, it feels good. I mean, I'm starting to get so used to it though, which I feel like is really bad when you think about that. 43 milligrams of nicotine in your pouch, and you're used to that.
I mean, I bought 2 cans off Andy. I've already killed the first can. And
This is actually this is my second can, and that was actually only the second pouch I pulled out of it. Just killed my first one at work the other day, and that was actually the one that a lot of people were communally using the night we did this trial and error.
We pulled
Trial and error is a good word.
15
Words.
out of that one.
But yeah, it was. We've been in a little hiatus. Boy got married.
yeah,
I was very busy, and it's just time to get back to it. A lot of us have a lot going on, but we're definitely trying to stay together and do this as much as we can. And you had the bright idea. Why not? You know, we all follow Outlaw, and we were like, shit, let's try something stupid. So we went for it. Yeah, he definitely did.
I think if we're going to try dip again off the internet, I'm definitely going to try Outlaw's Backwoods Bourbon. I mean,
I'm interested.
So am I. I mean, it's made by Tough Guy. Tough Guy, he says, has a lot of flavor. So, I mean, can't go wrong with that.
I mean, I'm still a little shocked at the way it all went down. I mean, I knew there was going to be puking.
Someone would, but I didn't think
Everybody would.
Chewer would.
Yeah. Again, I mean, my dad's been doing it since he was freaking like 16, and the man is in his 60s. So
He's only got 40 years with it.
he's chewed snuff all his life, which is.
He has me beat on nicotine day in and day out, and I held toe to toe with him.
Yep. My mistake was throwing him out because I had to work at 4 o'clock in the morning the next morning. And sat there for a little while, buzzing like a son of a bitch, and decided to have a cigarette.
And I
Didn't even make it.
I think if Dad wanted to sit there,
it had nothing to do with me, right? Yeah. So
No,
I think if Dad wanted to be there still throughout the whole thing, I don't think I could have gone toe to toe with him. But
I'll never do it again, hands down. When it comes to tobacco or anything, I'm never challenging my father again. I might be stupid enough in a few years to challenge him to drinking, but that man is a fucking monster.
That comes down to alcoholism. Essentially.
I hope he never sees this, but I don't know if we can classify him that way.
I'm not calling him an alcoholic, but
calling you an alcoholic.
Regularly, so retired. Retired. So yeah,
I mean, I used to have a problem, a little bit, but
says I don't drink alcohol unless I'm out on a social event. Like I can't just sit home and crack a beer and just.
See, I can come home from a stressful day, go right to the fridge, and I'm good. Calm down.
I just don't see any pleasure in drinking it just by myself. Especially since I have a kid. I have a second kid coming.
I guess that's different. I never come home alone. Like either my brother's at home or my dad's chilling at home. So
yeah, but you have people to drink with. Whereas I have my wife who's pregnant.
Yeah, you mean I have the guy that I come home to that's living in our downstairs room that's sadly not here tonight. That's Brandon Shin, one of our best buds. He's a little bit stuck right now, dealing with some stuff. But yeah, I come home and that man's already a 6-pack deep half the time, and I'm like, shit, I can't catch you.
Which we're gonna be missing him pretty soon here. He's going out for Impact here in a while.
Shout out to that. That man is keeping us safe. Doing his job.
Clayton, we don't know what his schedule's like. Apparently, he had plans. But
we'll discuss that now on camera.
I don't blame him. That was a little upsetting.
Dude, he was like one of the originals, man.
And
our boy's not here.
He wanted to do it on Fridays.
He didn't participate in this.
He wanted to do it on Fridays. We wanted to do it on Thursdays, and he's like, change it to Fridays, and I'll be gone. I'll be there every time. And sure enough, he's not here tonight. So
surprise, surprise. World goes on, goes round and round.
We'll see what happens.
I think I'm going to bring the beard back. It's time to come back.
Oh, dude, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
If you do that, I'm naming you Kaufman.
Dude, I used to get called Eric Kaufman all the time when I had my beard used to be down here. For those of you that don't know, it was getting nice and long. but I had to look presentable for this man's wedding. So
I appreciate
you look
that.
a lot like Aaron Cochran.
I
I mean, at least you
get
showed
back
up
to it.
in a nice, presentable outfit for my wedding, not a Punisher shirt and blue jeans.
Go fuck yourself.
He did that. He did that. Nice shirt though. So I applaud him for that.
Nice shirt and nice sweatpants.
And you know what? Nobody
It
forgot
was a
him.
clean shirt.
Everybody
I mean,
that met him knows who he is. Won't forget him. So
I
that
think
was good.
everybody had fun at my wedding. You know, we had an open bar. There was a couple puking there. And
Let's see. We're about 10 minutes in here, just bullshitting, having a good time, talking to everybody.
my brother got so hammered.
And I probably we've had the pouches in good maybe 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know, I have a nice little buzz going, which is good. Siberia, definitely not for the faint of heart, but definitely worth trying for anybody that's willing to do something dumb and or explore something new.
The downside is it is rather expensive.
Oh yeah. You got 10 cans for how much?
Let's see.
This is shipping and handling included, folks.
10 cans, so a true full log.
Yeah, for those of you that didn't know that or too young to know that, a real log of tobacco cans used to be 10, not 5,
Yeah.
10.
I don't know if that's just California being a little bitch.
I don't know, dude. I grew up with freaking, my dad would go to Costco and he'd walk out with 2 freaking full logs of snuff. And for those of you that don't know, that stuff expires way quicker. And he would go through that like it was nothing.
That actually brings up an interesting point. This stuff doesn't expire for another year, and it was packaged a month before we got it.
So, what's in it?
I mean, it's Russian.
For those of you that can't see, literally everything, not Russian, Swedish, everything on this can is written in another freaking language. Like, the back's written in another freaking
They say
language.
it's Russian. It's made in Russia, I believe, but it's distributed in Sweden.
It's distributed through Sweden. That's where it's shipped from. But
I think that's
10 cans.
because they say the brown's made out of Putin shit. So
That's a running joke.
hey, you know, I'm not willing to try brown.
But 10 cans with shipping are in right shy of $100, I think it was.
It's expensive, but
I
it's not like normal stuff where you're burning through it. Like, I know there's a lot of you out there that if you see this and you dip or whatever, you've probably been there where like, hey, I could go through a half a can or a full can of Copenhagen in a day and a half. Sometimes I go through a can and a half in a day. But this stuff, no way. No way. For those of you that aren't seeing it, like, it's a whole bunch of pouches. And like I said, we've had this, I don't know, when did we do the challenge?
today.
Well, yeah,
1 week today, and it took me that long to kill a can of pouches. So it's not
I'll probably
easy
put
stuff.
2 in throughout the whole day, but
I mean, I've definitely been at 4.
So I go between
Not at the same time.
today is
Well,
my first day. I've done 5 throughout the full day, and I'm feeling a little bit of a headache like I did the night we did 2, but it's still not nearly as bad as that.
I don't think it's this. It's giving you a headache. I think it's just the amount of nicotine you've shoved in your body over the day when you're not used to it.
I mean, I had a really stressful day at work. Told my boss some stuff
Questionable
about my
things.
wife
So
that got me in trouble. So, you know, see what happens.
such is life. Life goes on. You know.
But
Yeah.
now that life's calmed down, now we don't have shit going on every week. We should be able to get back on track and get back to drinking. To be honest with you guys, bring up some political issues.
Not tonight. Tonight was just for fun. Talk about Siberia, catch up, just randomly sit here and be bored with each other, hang out, bore you guys to death of watching this. So hopefully somebody watches it and says something.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm interested as fuck. So fuck you guys.
Okay.
I did an update
Andy is
video
interested as
the
fuck.
week of the wedding.
Interesting or interested?
Interesting.
Yeah,
What's interesting?
him.
You're interesting?
He's an interesting person.
Oh,
Just
he's saying he's special.
No, I did an update video the week of the wedding, telling like pretty much what was going on. And we got, I want to say like 5 or 6 views. So we're getting there. Not drinking bro status or Joe Rogan status, but we're
Oh, no.
we're
But
slowly
again,
making
this
our.
is just a bunch
our
of guys
footprint.
hanging out, having a good time, shooting the shit, talking about whatever. Dude, so I realized after the night we did this, though, like, I couldn't talk right for 3 days. Like, I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think I was just going through something. Like, literally, I was not speaking proper English, kept switching words around. I don't know if I was having a momentary hardcore dyslexia thing.
Sounds like it.
It was horrible. I mean, like, people would be like, "What'd you say?" I go, I don't know.
I've been choking on my tongue too lately at work. I don't know.
This stuff will dehydrate you. Like, it literally, not because you're salivating. Again, you may not salivate, you may, but it takes it out of you.
I think that's what my problem is. I'm just dehydrated today, and because I mean, I had 2 Monsters, a coffee, 2 sodas. So I'm going. I'm not on Andy's level, but I'm going.
No,
pretty strong.
I live at the level of dehydration. I mean, fuck, I think this is NOS number 6 right now. Since 7 o'clock this morning.
The man has an iron gut.
I didn't go on a 10 and
He
1
drinks what he wants, smokes when he wants.
Yep.
Works when he wants.
No, I just never stopped working. I just
Okay, that's true.
That's gonna be the hard part.
I hope you beat my little brother up tomorrow. My little brother's going to work with him. It'll be freaking interesting.
And it'll be alright.
He'll quit.
And in all honesty, his day-to-day job is more labor intensive, but it's more difficult than mine. I'm an electrical contractor. He's a fucking ditch digger.
Yeah, ditch digger.
Dude,
Manual labor.
that freeway construction is killing me every day when I drop my kid off at my mom's. Temecula Parkway.
That's horrible.
It's
I ain't been here all week. Look, I ain't been in town for about.
It was funny because Emily's like, you always see one guy working, 3 guys talking, and it's like, I never thought about that. And then I sat there and watched this construction on the freeway, and I'm like, oh my God, like, you all just do work so this can be done.
That's the meaning for it. That's why
It's terrible. You already spit it out?
What?
You already spit it out?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna keep it in the whole time. I just did it to show everybody. Like I said, dude, like I got a nice little buzz going on. And if you guys, anybody watching this decides to try it, you're at home, don't think that you're being a hero to yourself by keeping it in for as long as possible. I did have a good story.
Don't even do what we did and try the 2 or 3
It's
because
not worth it.
it's not worth it.
Even if you're having different, like,
continuous dipper and you're not doing anything, you're just hanging out watching TV, 2, okay.
But I promise
15,
you,
20 minutes before you put the second one in.
yeah, do not try and be like, oh, 5 minutes, I don't feel nothing, put another one. Don't do it.
That was our
Give
mistake.
10 to 15 minutes per pouch, and then if you want to go up, go up.
Yeah.
But, and do not, whatever you do, if you go past 2, just sit on the couch and watch TV.
Yeah, because today, driving out of my second job, I've had 2 in and smoking as I go. Still not feeling anything, getting out for piss break or getting to the job, whatever. But again, I have a constant nicotine intake.
It's really funny. I'll put one in at work, and Josh will sit there, my manager will sit there and yell at me because I'll have it in. But as soon as a customer walks in, I don't normally gut it like you can. I'll typically spit, and then when a customer walks in, I'll gut it.
And it doesn't have any taste. That's the beautiful thing about this. It's not like other pouches where like whatever's in it, like the wintergreen or the mint or whatever some of you have pouches. Normally me, I'm a loose freaking tobacco chewer myself, so I don't ever gut because I don't like swallowing little bits of tobacco. Some of you are like, oh, you know, it's pussy shit, just gut it. Like, you know what? Power to you. I've seen enough bad instances where people get gut rot from that, so that's on you. Do have a funny story with Siberia, though. I meant to bring this up with them before we did this, but this is perfect time. I had this kid at work. I was telling all about it, and I did tell you?
Yeah, you told me this one.
So I brought it to work just because I figured, I get stressed out at work. I'll do a little bit of work here and there. And my coworker asked me about it, so I showed him the candy. He's like, oh, that's really cool. And he's like, can I try one? And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. So I give him a pouch, and I walk away, and I come back, and I was like, where'd you put it? And he, because most people you see a little bulge, and he's got no beard, so he doesn't dip. He put it upper deck. For those of you that don't know and you don't dip regularly, that's this little area. It's pretty common sense. Lower, upper. Most of us chew lower, and we end up developing a pocket. This kid has never done anything and decides to put it up here, like the most sensitive area for a dipper, unless you do it all the time. And within probably a good 10 minutes, his mouth was like on fire up here, but he wouldn't take it out. He wanted to tough it out. Started breaking a sweat, turned red. It was hilarious. He disappears and he comes back, and I was like, are you okay? And he goes, I had to take it out. I go, really? And he goes, well, I went and got a cup. And when I went and got the cup, I leaned down and I went nauseous and I started spinning, and I was like, no way. I felt really bad, but you know what? I gave him the out. He didn't have to do it, and he wanted to do it.
Have you ever done an upper lip?
Yeah, I have. I actually
Of this stuff?
I actually did one of these a couple days later after he did it because Again, when you dip a lot down here, you start to develop a pouch, and sometimes if you dip too much, it'll get real rough, and it'll start to hurt. And I was kind of having a little bit of that, so I was like, yeah, I'll just put one in on this hop. Let me tell you, again, been dipping a long time, burns so bad.
You get a pretty good burn.
I had it in for about 20-25 minutes, and it wasn't that it was hurting, like kicking, like the tobacco, the nicotine level of it. It was causing so much irritation that I had to pull it out. I just couldn't do it anymore.
I was sitting there watching Emily's game on YouTube at work, and I put it in my upper lip, and I think I put it in at like 4:30, and I didn't take it out till about 6:30, all my upper lip, and I'll tell you what, it burnt like a son of a bitch.
It does.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, that stings a little bit.
Yeah.
One of the nice things I do like about these, Jim, like I was telling you for work, since you're in retail, on the end, you don't have to put it up front.
Check that
So
count.
a lot of times what I'll do is you just push it around to the side, like right below your T9s or right behind, or even a little further back, and it'll work just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I put it, like I said, I'm with the customer in retail. I push it all the way to the back, and I won't gut it normally, but if I gut it, it's because I'm with the customer, and it does sting a little bit when I gut it for the one or two times. But nobody ever noticed. Yeah, nobody's ever noticed. I've been caught once forever ago when I originally tried dipping once. I got caught dipping in front of a customer because I was doing long cut. With the pouches, I haven't been caught yet. And that's the beautiful thing of that.
They're also small, so they really don't
True.
leave much of a print. Yeah, I'm print a little too much unless you're doing too.
But I think that's going to do it for tonight, to be honest with you guys. It's a small little get together.
We all had a good time, did some stupid shit, wanted to share it with the world.
I think next week we'll have everybody here.
Hopefully. And by everyone, we'll probably add one.
Is Brandon going to be here next week?
It might just be 3. Shoot on. If Brandon's not here, shoot for 3. We'll discuss that later.
4 better be here. No, I'll kick his ass.
Again,
Being
we'll talk about
original.
it later.
Have a good night, guys.